I like hooking up with chicks, right? It's fun. I think when you're having good sex with an attractive woman who you've had a lot of good sex with already, and so now you guys are getting a great chemistry going, and you're really in sync and you're really in tune with one another. I think it can be spiritual. I think it can be beautiful. I think it's one of the actual peak life experiences, ultimately. I mean, if you look at like, what are peak life experiences, right? Maybe a vacation that you went on, a memory that you have, things like that. I think sex with a beautiful woman that you are compatible with, I think is, and especially let's throw love on top of that, a woman that you love. I mean, is there really any better experience on the planet? Maybe not, right? But I'll rant to guys about game all the time, right? I'll talk about pickup and these sorts of, these sorts of dynamics, and guys will say like, man, I just don't know if like sex is that important. I go like, okay, that's fair. I get it. I understand sort of your thoughts behind that. Maybe sex is not like the most important thing in the world, whatever. I don't fucking know. I kind of think it is in some capacity. I actually think that when the sexual dynamics of a relationship are totally in check and you're able to be a very dominant man and your woman is able to be extremely submissive with you in the bedroom, I actually think that that's going to cover about 90% of any relationship issue. So I view it as very important. But on the same hand, maybe it's not the most important thing. And so, it's like, okay, well, why am I so passionate about game? Well, I believe that going out, let's just look at game from a very simple perspective. All right, just leaving the home, cold approaching, overcoming your fear, talking to women. I believe that, one of my greatest philosophies is essentially just more life, right? More life. If you look at what is youth, right? Youth is playing, it's running around, you're in school, so you're meeting new people, and you've got recess, and you're trying new foods, and you're going to new places, and everything is new, and everything is exciting, and everything is fun, and when you were really young, you're excited about the future, and that's what life is. It's about potential. That's what youth is about. It's about potential and life and energy and fun and overcoming fears and finding out more about who you are and what this world is, and discovery and exploration and expansion. That's what youth is. That's what vibrancy is. And then what happens later on in life? Rut after rut after rut, until you're essentially in a permanent rut. And some of you are watching this right now and you're going like, bro, that's me. I'm in a permanent rut. You guys just kind of have like a whatever job. You got a whatever dating life, typically non-existent. It's very common these days to have a non-existent dating life. Your friends either suck ass or you don't even have friends. You're fucked. You're fucked. And people don't like to hear that, but I believe that there's great freedom in admitting that you're completely fucked and that it's fucking over for you unless you rise up and do something about it. So that's youth, and then that's old age, and aging is just rut after rut. And so it's like, well, what is game? There is nothing more pattern interrupting than going out and doing cold approach pickup. If right now you wake up and you're not excited and you don't talk to that many people and you're bored and you come home and you do nothing, well, now you sprinkle in 5 or 6 fucking different sessions of game throughout the week. So maybe that's going out twice on the weekend and, 3 times during the week. What's happening now? Adrenaline, fear. Man, I don't really look that great. Man, maybe I should get some more clothes. Maybe I should get better clothes. Maybe I should just go to Goodwill and drop fucking $40 and completely change my wardrobe. All you need is one outfit. A first impression. Your first impression will never fade from somebody. So all you need is one outfit. And so you go out, you look at beautiful women in the eyes, you overcome your fears, they reject you, you build a rejection tolerance, you show yourself over and over again like, man, I'm free. Like, I'm free from this shit. I used to think that was going to kill me. It turns out it's not that big of a deal. We just had a guy in New York who he did his first ever cold approaches with me at the very beginning of the boot camp. And then I sent him into some on his own, of course, but and he said, man, it's just not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I can't believe I waited so long. just not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I said, yeah, bro, that's exactly right. So you're going out. You're around beautiful women. You're around women that are younger than you. You're facing your fears constantly. And then what happens is when you get good at game will take you to some interesting places. All of a sudden, you never really had much of a desire to go to, Los Angeles or Columbus, Ohio, but you heard Aaron Alexander ranting about how good Columbus, Ohio is. And you're like, you know what? Let me go check it out and see if I can meet some women there. And now you're meeting women there. And now you got to go home, but you got this girl that you keep in contact with and you guys are visiting each other. And, and you go to, like when I travel, bro, I'm like, I don't know, maybe I'm a bad tourist, but I don't really do the touristy shit. Like when I go to a new city, I'm not really like, oh, let me look up the top 10 attractions of the city. To me, the top 10 attractions are the fucking hot chicks getting off the subway. That's the attractions. I remember the places I've been based on the women who I have met, who I've engaged with. And you're somebody who you're starting to notice like, oh man, you were a very smooth talker maybe 10 years ago and now you're kind of losing it. Well, why are you losing it? Because you're not using it. So all of a sudden you're going on dates regularly and you got to talk to girls and you got to you got to clean your fucking place. Your place is a wreck right now because you ain't got no women coming over. That's why your place is disgusting. All the guys I know who got chicks, their place looks great. Oh, what a fucking surprise. It doesn't reek like cabbage. Like just rotted piss in the bedroom. It's because you got hoes coming over. So look, in the grand scheme of things, if you type in, longevity, right? You get on some longevity YouTube videos. What I really recommend is that you try NMN, nicamintide, because it's going to raise your fucking NAD levels and your NAD levels, blah, 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 blah. Go talk to women. Go talk to... What we have shown in our studies is that sauna followed by cold exposure once every 14 days. But don't do it 8 days or else you'll die immediately. It's got to be once every 14 days. Leave your home and go talk to beautiful women. Go get an outfit, face your anxieties, go talk to women. That is the key to more life. And then all of the various branches. It's like you get on the Amazon River. Game is the Amazon River. And then there's all these, what's that word? Tributaries? Is that the word? Somebody comment if I'm wrong. Tributaries, right? Like all the creeks and everything, they go off of a river. It's not obituaries, it's like tributaries, right? Game will take you to those. All of a sudden, you're making new friends through game. You're meeting new wings. You're meeting new girls. You got this girlfriend. You guys start hooking up. You realize there's no sexual chemistry there. Really, the only female friends that I have in my life are women who we basically started out hooking up, and then, maybe they got a boyfriend or something because I wasn't going to be their boyfriend, and so now we're cool. Or, a girl where, I got this girl in Austin. We started hooking up, and the chemistry just wasn't there, and she invites me out to, little parties, little brunches all the time, things like that. And so, I'll go every once in a while. It's like, it just takes you down all these roads, man. So, more life.